When you begin to treat a narcissistic individual how they treat you, you can start to question whether you are the narcissistic one. And a narcissist will play the victim in the reality they created and start accusing you of being the narcissistic one. When it comes to being around a narcissistic individual, due to their never-ending cycle of manipulation, it more often than not will bring the worst out in you. As a result of being around a narcissist, you can begin to pick up narcissistic fleas. You can begin to mirror and mimic the narcissist behaviour in order to protect yourself. So a narcissistic individual will happily fall silent on you to punish you, to coercively control you into living life on their terms, to get you to chase after them. Yet when a narcissist has hurt you, has betrayed you, has humiliated you, you can naturally shut down and stop your communication with them, which at that point they get offended and they can turn around and be like, what's your problem? Oh, you never want to discuss anything with me, do you? And you can say those things to a narcissistic individual, only you self-reflect and question whether you're the issue. A narcissist projects and blames you for all their issues. A narcissist will happily withhold attention, affection and support in order to punish you. They don't want to be supportive of you, they're envious of you, they don't want to see you doing well. Again, when somebody is constantly demeaning towards you and belittling you and devaluing you and humiliating you, you don't want to run up to them with open arms. You begin to sort of back away from them. And when you see that they're manipulating people to get what they want, you can become unsupportive towards them. Narcissists gaslight your reality. They twist the situation to work in their favour. They claim you saw things that didn't happen and you didn't see things that did happen. And when you become assertive, when you stand your ground, when you say, yes, you did say that, the narcissist might start accusing you of gaslighting and you're the one full of self-doubt thinking, I'm sure they said that. Narcissists guilt trip you, they make you feel bad because they have that sense of entitlement, they don't respect your boundaries, they're looking to get their needs met by you. You can just be sat having a meal and ask them to pass you the salt and they've fallen silent on you because you haven't quite made their meal right or because you didn't give them enough praise and attention and they can just not bother, and you can turn around and say, after all I've done for you. A narcissist will accuse you of being up to no good, of cheating on them. They'll come at you with those unjust accusations, yet they'll disappear on you. They'll claim they're going to run an errand. They'll disappear for 2 hours. They'll refuse to communicate about where they were, and you can accuse them of cheating on you. A narcissist, whenever you don't bow down to their needs, will accuse you of being awkward. Whenever you prioritise yourself, they'll accuse you of being selfish. Yet they are some of the most awkward, selfish and stubborn people you could ever meet. And when you point this out, they get offended and accuse you of being the problem. Narcissists are very secretive because they have things to hide. Yet when you're around a narcissist, if you tell them your vulnerabilities, they use them against you so you can become secretive. If you tell them you're meeting up with your parents and they don't like this and accuse your parents of interfering, but you still want to see your parents but you don't want to create an argument, you can start finding yourself becoming very secretive. Narcissistic individuals discard you to find somebody who can't see through their lies, not for somebody better, for someone they can manipulate easier. When you leave, it's because you've had enough of being treated in a manner you don't like, and you've had enough of behaving in a manner that you don't like. When you go no contact, it's because you can recognise there's no working with these kinds of people. It's not going to go through. A narcissist ghosts you to get you to feel bad and go chasing after them, and they return like nothing ever happened when they want something from you. The difference between yours and theirs behaviour is the intentions behind the behaviour. A narcissist is to manipulate and to exploit. With a victim, it becomes a form of self-protection. And the victim often feels guilty and full of self-doubt and confusion. A narcissist will play the victim and blame everybody else for the issues. And victims often self-reflect. When it comes to being around someone that brings the worst out in you while you're trying to bring the best out at them, that's the best out in them, that's the big red flag that it's time to distance yourself from that person. When you find yourself behaving in manners that you don't like and you don't want to treat people and you don't like to be treated in that way, that's a big red flag. It's time to distance yourself from that person. It doesn't make you a narcissistic individual. You need at least 5 of the 9 criteria, as well as a pervasive pattern of behaviour with those around you.